games in 8 days.
Yeah, it's a lot of baseball, which we don't hate.
Yeah.
Which is good, but the Hawks are on a little bit of a winning streak. After a week or two of subpar Hawk baseball, they swept the Branson Bulls last week with a wet game here on Tuesday, and then we got to play them on Thursday at College Marin, and it was a strong showing by the Hawks with I think it was an 8-1 win. Anybody remember 8-1? Does that sound right?
It was 8-1.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
And the one run was a home run. Confusion, I believe, right? That was thought it was out of play, but it wasn't out of play.
Hank Ballard pitched at Gem on Thursday, and it was one of 2 hits he let up the entire game, and it was a rocket into the corner. I think it made chalk fly, and went underneath a tarp or near a tarp.
Yeah,
but. Jason, you know the rule. Why don't you explain what happened?
Well, if something's out of play, you have to throw your hands up and call it, and the umpires call it. And if you then go dig it out and throw the ball back in, it's out of play. So then you're technically live. So I think that was part of the issue. I think there's some confusion about what was out of play and not out of play was my understanding. But, it's all right. Hank pitched a Gem, as you said. It was 85-pitch game, I believe. Which is, for 7 innings, you don't do much better than that. He was looking good. And I know the kid who hit that ball and who got the, air quoting a home run.
Yeah.
Holden Kane. He's a good kid, so.
Oh, nice.
It's going to happen to anyone, it's okay. 8-1.
They were fired up.
But, yeah. So today, for the Hawks, we actually have a guest pitcher coming up from JV, I believe, Liam Garlick on the mound. Pitching to Anthony Murphy in the squat, a.k.a. Prom Date. Around the infield from left to right, we have Kirkley, Vogt, Radix, and Zulfagari. And in the outfield from left to right, I believe we have Bennett, Kramlich, and Miller today. And we got Trey Sasso is DHing today for pitcher Liam Garlick. So this is our first sighting of Liam Garlick on Varsity this year. I think he played a little bit with the Squirrels this fall, but we've not seen him in a game yet. So good to see. How's the radar gun working?
Coach Kyle just dropped off the gun, and I don't know how to work it. I think maybe you hold it. Oh.
I think you just let it go. I think it just does it. Yeah, I think it just locks it in.
I think maybe we got it. I'm going to go out.
Yeah?
Let's see.
We could use the tripod if you want to set it up there.
Yeah.
Here, you can take that. Fire that in there. You can set it up. You can kind of do that what you want with that thing. I'll get another. Actually, I'll take this thing, Phil. Heads up. You good? Hold my phone.
Hold my phone.
As we things going off here, we're getting ready to start. First pitch here. We got, looks like the Gauchos are coming out to the plate. As we about to get ready for first pitch. Leading off for the Gauchos today is number 5, Jay Montanos. I was wondering if we're going to try to do an entire inning in Spanish today, because we're playing Casa Grande.
Yeah, the big house.
But I can't really do that. So, first pitch at 12:59 is a ball.
I was thrown for the big house that you were talking about last week, Dan.
Oh, Casa Grande.
And then all of a sudden it hit me.
Clicked.
I'm a little slow.
Yeah, hey.
It's all right.
But I'm more of a French speaker.
Fair enough.
Oui.
Maison Grande.
Maison Grande.
There we go.
Or La Maison Grande.
All right, so here we go. We got 2-1 count to the first batter of the game. Liam on the mound. We got the radar gun fired up. See if it's in the right angle. Go try to move it over here as well if we need to.
We'll figure it out. I'm going to
pitch is fouled off.
Ask AI how to work it.
All right. Liam's in there. 2-2 count. Checking the sign from Prom Date. Pitches and delivers. Down the middle. throws the batter for out number 1.
That's got to feel good coming up for
pitch.
first outing in varsity.
Yeah.
Freeze the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives you a little bit of, confidence out there. Because one thing, as you're coming up from varsity, you're probably pretty nervous, and you want to do well. It's your big shot. You get one shot, one opportunity, as Eminem says. Hopefully, get more than one shot, one opportunity. But next batter for the visiting Gauchos is Mercado, number 10. First pitch looked like a strike, but was called a ball for ball 1. Delivers in the dirt, ball 2, 2-0 count. It might be catching the throw back. No one's throwing it back 27 miles per hour.
Yeah, I haven't got anything north of that.
It must not be locking onto the right place. Ground ball up the middle. Kenjo dives. Can't quite get it. It almost went through the legs of Liam into the outfield for a base hit. Kramlich gets it pretty quickly and throws it back in. First base runner of the game for either team. Ground ball up the middle. You try over here if you want.
Yeah, let's try over there.
Got a lot going on here. We're adding more to our production, which seems to be, once something figured out, then we'd like to add and make it more
It says right
complicated.
here, turn it on, select mode, constant tracks automatically. Aim at the pitcher's release point.
That next pitch is popped up on the infield. Dar is in grabbing the ball for out number 2.
That's the third game in the road. Dar's had the infield
Pop-up dance?
Pop-up dance. And he's handled all 3. In the windy game on Tuesday, it was a little more
little more dancing.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not in the right mode. Let's go mode. That doesn't seem to be changing anything.
Maybe it also has to go up a little higher. Might be being blocked by the.
We had an attempted pickoff there, and it got away from Dar at first, and the runners headed to second base as I'm trying to do too many things at once.
What do we think about the Casa Grande uniforms? I'm not sure.
Kind of throwback A's uniforms.
It's like a San Marin-like, but San Marin feels like it has a more modern look to it. These are a little vintage.
Yeah, like Charlie Finley era A's.
They get more sun up in Petaluma. Looks like they're a little faded. These guys.
Boy, that campus is gorgeous up there.
Yeah, I like that one.
We went to an
2-0 count.
I went up to a JV football
Runner on
game up
second.
there the other day, and the varsity played directly after, and they had their senior day, and it was quite a production.
Pitch is hit into left field. Henry Bennett over, picks it up. Gonna get it back in the infield. Not gonna be in time. No one's covering first base. Big turn by hitter, who was T. Pellicetti. Still not working? All right, I got to score that last play. Single to left field, and that's going to make it 1-0 visiting Gauchos. Next pitch from Liam is in there for a ball. Liam steps off the rubber. First runner at first was giving him a little bit of trouble over there, so Liam's back in, checking out the sign. We got 2 outs right now. Runner on first, so Hawks like to get out of this next situation. That one is outside, ball 2.
Did we have an error on the throw from pitcher to, what was that? How the guys got on second base?
There was a pickoff to first that got away from Dara.
Is that an error or no?
It was an error on the throw from Liam,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Dan, we can also try one of these on the fence if you want to do it out there. I have a newer one of these. Let me grab you the newer one. Hold on a second. 2-0 count. Yeah, it's right here. That was a line drive to center field. Kremlich in, makes the grab. Nice catch, Cole, for out number 3. And that's going to end the first inning. And after 1, we have 1 run on 2 hits with 1 error on 15 pitches for the Hawks. And that's going to bring to the plate for your hometown Hawks. It's going to be Dara, Anthony, and Cole leading off with Sean Miller batting 4th. Between inning music, we got it. Clark's got that going. And then you just wrap those around the fence. Yeah, cool. All right. All right, so as we head to the bottom of the first, the Hawks have a little bit of work to do. They're going to have to get a run. Seems to be theme lately when we make errors, the other teams make us pay for it. You know?
Feels like it's always been getting behind in the first inning, and usually there's an error or 2.
Yep. And that's what the Hawks cleaned up against Branson this week, is they didn't make a ton of errors, or at least errors that were costly.
Yeah.
As far as runs go, so it's early, 1 run, no big deal. You know, it'd be nice to get it back though. That's the other thing. The Hawks just need to. There we go. I think we got that locked in. I got a reading of 70 on that one. All right. We got radar gun up and running. We got Casa Grande on the mound. We have Hellman today. Catching, we have Bernardini. Across the infield from left to right, we have Dempsey, Pelicetti, Mountains, and Nolasco Jr. In the outfield from left to right, we have Guard, Mercado, and Garibaldi. And we're going to come into the plate now for the hometown Hawks is going to be Dara Zolfagari. Dara had a good game. He had a nice hit down the left field line for, I believe it was a double in the first inning of the Branson game. I don't think we scored in the first inning, but it felt good to see Dara rope one down the line.
Yeah, Dara had a hell of a game. He was on Friday. He played a great brand at first base as well.
Yes, you did play great. First pitch to Dara is outside ball 1.
Special guest in the booth right here, Gary Trono.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Line drive to the right.
Kid's an extraordinary ball player at Redwood. Old Bomber. Yeah.
That was out number 1. Dar line out to second baseman Montanos. We do have the radar gun up, and I think we should challenge Clark Weber, our human radar gun, with some speeds on this. So don't cheat and look at the gun, Clark.
That's 80 right there.
Clark is a human radar gun.
Was that right?
That was
exactly
right.
80.
That was exactly
There
right. Next pitch.
Ooh,
foul.
I'm gonna go 78 on that one.
That was 80 as well.
That recorded
80,
as 80 on
okay.
that one as
All
well.
right. Well,
batting
can't
now
get 'em
for
all.
your hometown Hawks is Anthony Promdate Murphy.
Yeah.
He's got a 1-1 count. Pitch is in there, called strike.
He's been prom date now for a couple games because they've been wearing the baby blues.
They're wearing the baby blues.
I guess can he be prom date when we're wearing whites for the royal blue?
Well, his catcher's gear is also baby blues.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is
that's
what,
true.
Has him
Makes
looking like a prom date.
It makes it look like a
Yeah.
1979 baby blue tux.
Yeah. We got to convince him to get a cummerbund or some other
Come on.
ground ball to the left side. Shortstop picks it up. Murphy's hustling down the line, but doesn't beat it out for out number 2. 2 quick outs for the Hawks, but they're hitting the ball, which is great.
Yeah.
That was Pelicetti to Nolasco Jr.
Yeah, Cole Cramlich coming up. He almost had. It was about 5 feet short of a grand slam on Thursday.
Yeah. I think it would have been a grand slam here. I think that fence at College Marin might be a little bit farther. I can't say that for sure. 336 here. I don't remember what the fence is here, but
Well, that was a strike.
that was it. That was first pitch
Boy,
strike.
that was a
It's another one.
Those are some tough calls.
Yeah.
Inside. 2 strike.
Oh, well.
0-2 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Gauchos are leading 1-0 early. Pitch.
And there we go.
Leading the world in hits by pitch. He's got. I think he's averaging 2, maybe at least 1.5 a game, or if not 2. 13 on the season. We got Phil Sasso. Thanks for the stats there. 13 on the season for Cole Cramlich. So we got a first base runner for the Hawks, and that brings us to the plate Sean Miller.
That was a precarious place where it hit him. That was just below the belt on his back leg.
His back leg?
Back leg.
Got to the back leg. That's not. Got to be careful back there.
Yeah.
That's the wraparound.
That's not slowing him down. Getting back to first. That was a nice.
Yeah.
Scurry back by Cramlich.
We got a 1-0 count to Sean Miller. I miss Sean being 55. The double nickels.
Yeah.
Next pitch is in the dirt. Hits the umpire in front. Sean Miller wisely stays put and doesn't move. And Cole on ball 2 is down to second base. So we got a runner in scoring position. Big hole on the left side for Sean Miller, the lefty. Inside, that's the backstop. That's going to move Cole over to third base for ball 3. We'll take one more of those to tie the game up. How do you guys feel about that?
I'll take it.
Anyway.
Let's just make that run back. That's all.
Yeah, tie that.
Doesn't have to be earned.
Pitcher's back in the windup now with the runner on third base. Pitch looked high, but called a strike. We got a 3-1 count. Not Sean's pitch. 3-0 count. You don't need to swing it. Things at your eyes. Pitcher delivers. Same pitch again. Sean fights it off.
Runs it up to full count.
Full count now. For Sean Miller. The pitch. That was outside for ball 4, but Sean decides to hit it over into the parking lot. Which is good. Sean's expanded his zone, looking to make contact.
Some hustle by the third baseman. And
was that the third baseman?
It came, or they would try to hustle, track that one down, but I believe if it goes past the line on the left, it's out of play.
I believe you are correct.
All right, Sean picks up a walk. That
was a curveball. He's trying to hit the outside corner there.
Yeah, and he got that call earlier against Zolfagari.
He did. That's going to bring to the place Alex Radix for his first at bat of the game. We have first and third for the Hawks. On Thursday, they ran a little bit of, they sacrificed the runner at first to get a run across. But you can't do that.
And that's a nice piece of hitting.
Was a nice piece of hitting by Alex. But unfortunately, it was a ground ball right to second base. Does the fielder's choice to second base to get Sean out to end the inning. At the end of 1, it is 1-0 Gauchos, and it's going to bring to the plate for the Gauchos Dempsey, Hellman, and Guard. Yeah, I think Sam Marin does it through the NFHS network, which you have to actually pay for. This is just on YouTube, but it's free. Free the world. Free for the world. Yeah. Sam Marin does, yeah, but they put him on. Yeah, they put him on the NFHS network or something, which I think you pay is a paid subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's us. It's us talking. You can listen to us, and you can chat us if you think we say something that's wrong. You just chat us up and say you guys don't know what you're talking about.
We welcome comments. We welcome real time.
We love the comments.
But by the end of the week, it'll be 200 because all these kids watch all their stuff.
Yeah.
We welcome the feedback.
It stays on forever, yeah, and they do it with all the sports at TAM are up there. If you want to catch some, I don't think we have badminton, but boys volleyball or you name it, water polo. They don't have an we need an underwater camera for water polo though. All right, this is top of the second inning for the Gauchos are batting, and the first pitch from Pitcher Garlic is outside, ball 1. We got a 1-0 game. Casa Grande, the big house, is leading. Liam's thrown, that's his 17th pitch of the game so far. That was a called strike. Same pitch. We forgot about the radar gun here. We challenge Clark. What do you get out of this one, Clark? Let us know. Liam delivers. Fouled out of play.
I'm going to go 71.
73. Very good. We'll give you a 2 mile per hour on either side.
Buffer.
Standard deviation. 2 mile per hour in either way. So far, I think might be 100% today. 1-2 count. Pitch fouled off to the right. Count
So I
will
did
remain
get
1
the
and 2.
setup. Experimented a little bit yesterday. We're going to try to, for TMTV, get a camera out in center field. And
Love it.
We'll have a shot of the pitcher and batter.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's going to work.
That was ball 2.
Is that broadcast by Bluetooth, or do we run a cable?
It's not. It's wireless.
Oh.
So it can cover. I got this wireless transmitter that can cover 1,000 feet.
Oh, nice.
So we should have
That's
no
high
problems.
All we need is
How
390.
do we plug it into the laptop? Is it going to be a...
I got to figure that out. That's going to be the next.
We have an adapter. If it got USB or HDMI, we have an
It's
adapter.
HDMI, so that's all I need is HDMI.
We should be good with the adapter for that.
Yep.
Because the other cameras are plugged in via the network cable. That was,
Liam with a little extra sauce on that one, 78.
there was a little extra sauce on that garlic sauce. Can we call it garlic sauce?
Yeah, speaking of garlic fries, that game last night was killer. It couldn't put anything together for the Giants.
No, they could not. So we got our first base runner of the second inning for the Gauchos with that full count walk to the leadoff hitter. That's going to bring to the plate Hellman, the number 7 batter for
Just
the
a
Gauchos.
little high.
First pitch
The
is
bat,
ball.
it's a bat I haven't seen before.
What do we got here?
Oh,
This is
pretty
the,
good.
I think that's the goods. Is that the goods?
The goods, yeah.
I want to say it's the goods.
I
Pitches, fly ball,
I saw a
left
G on
field
it.
foul, out of play. Believe it might have hit a portable to even the count at 1-1. A G, I think that is the goods. I think because a lot of the goods has that all of the
And muted colors.
yeah, and then they have all the writing at the very top instead of
Yeah.
like a lot of bats do that kind of down the barrel.
Yeah.
They do it like almost like a stamp. Garlic throws over to Dara to keep the runner close. We need a nickname of someone who's the Fries, so we can say Garlic throws to Fries.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Who can be Fries? Not Dara. That doesn't work for Dara.
Dara's not fries.
No.
Dara's kind of steak fries.
Steak free.
Steak feet.
Nice pitch. That might have been a strike, but it missed the target, which is often with umpires. If
Garlic
your pitcher
throws a
doesn't-
zesty ball. It's all over the place.
Garlic is zesty.
I mean, it's got a lot of snap and motion
It's
to it.
stank. It's got a lot of stank on
Yeah,
it.
a lot of stank.
The garlic stank.
Yeah, that's no mouthwash after that meal.
All right, we got a 2-1 count still to the batter, Hellman. Liam checks the runner, keeping the runner at first close by. Pitches inside, ball 3.
I mean, that tails in.
It does tail in. He must have, I guess it's tails in. He's got to, if your sidearm is a lefty, it would tail out. And it's tailing in, so it's got to be, maybe it's a cutter?
Yeah.
I don't know. Inside,
75 mile an hour.
ball 4. Liam's got a little bit wild here in the top of the second. Does
Got two
number
free
8 hitter
passes.
coming up.
No outs, 2 on.
No outs, 2 on. The number 8 hitter, guard, coming to the plate.
Gar and Garlic. Is Liam a sophomore?
Liam is a sophomore. He would play a little bit I think he played in that tournament down for the 18U Squirrel team when we won the tournament down in Sunnyvale.
Oh, yeah.
First pitch is ball.
That's when Hank discovered the outfield.
Yeah, and he did great. Made a couple diving plays out in center field. It's all over the place. But that's a good glove on that kid. Put him anywhere you want. Makes it happen.
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife.
Oh,
Inside.
That's a good place to miss.
It is. I think this is definitely the goods. I think bat he's using. We got a timeout by CB. He's gonna come out and talk to his young pitcher.
Yeah.
Try to calm him down. Just throw strikes is what he's gonna say. Just throw strikes. It's easy. Don't make it so complicated. There's some YouTube personality guy. I think it's Diego something or other. This makes fun of like baseball coaches and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And parents, and he's just like, so like just swing harder. Like, don't you love the comments like, watch the ball, just make contact. It's like, what do you think I'm trying to do up here?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to miss.
Diego was so when these seniors made a run when they were 11-year-olds.
Okay.
And went to the state.
Yep.
For the Little League deal. They wouldn't be going to the World Series, but for the Little League postseason for the All-Stars. And Brian Murphy was a coach, and he would send a Diego video like every time, accompanying all of his missives. It was pretty entertaining.
Very entertaining. All right, we're back at it. CB had some wise words to his sophomore, and that first pitch is fouled off. That looked like
generated a strike.
Did. Very well coached there. So we got a 2-1 count now. No outs, runners at first and second. Looking for a double play, strikeout, pop out, something to keep the runners in place. Ball squirts away from Dara at first, and that's going to allow the lead runner to get to third base. We got first and third now.
Well, this is I don't know if Garlic has adopted the hawk move, but it.
Oh yeah, well, I can't use it if you're a lefty. You can't use the hawk move.
Yeah, you're right.
Because if you go to first, actually, I think lefties are allowed to fake to go to first and not throw. That was a ball high. Or righties can't. There's like some rule where if you're a right-handed pitcher going to first, and if you don't step off, you have to throw it to first. If you're just doing a spin move. Versus third base is different. I don't know all the rules for picking off. But yeah, I know the TAM pick doesn't work for lefties. Exclusively for righties. That was fouled off to the right.
Chalks the count at 3-2.
Does. Big pitch here. Looking for a strikeout pop-up. Keep the runners at the corners with 1 out. It's a different ball game than corners and no outs. Liam looks in. The pitch. Inside. Ball 4. It's going to load the bases. The runner is off and running on that with a full count.
We top order yet?
We are number 9.
Number 9, okay.
Garibaldi.
All right.
9.
So, best case here is strikeout, double play, pop up.
Yep.
Keep the runners on where they are. Comebacker. Yeah. How about a 1-2-3 double play? First pitch in there called strike. We take 2 outs and give up a run, no problem. I think this is the Bone Saber bat that Garibaldi's using. Fouled it off.
It's literally called the Bone Saber?
Yeah. It's called the Bone Saber.
It's a little too Khashoggi for me.
I don't name the bats.
Yeah,
Let's report the news.
I don't know. I mean, come on, people. Let's open our eyes on this stuff.
Pitch leans into it to take the hit by pitch. Garibaldi there.
We got ice right there.
On the 0-2 count. I mean, he moved his leg into the pitch. At some point, we got to call it what it is, which is you're trying to get hit by the ball. But
we got ice.
Nonetheless, we don't have ice for these guys.
No ice for you.
No ice. No frio. I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
Bag of rocks.
Bag of rocks. All right. It's 2-0 now. First pitch to the leadoff hitters. High fly ball to right field. That's trouble. That's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. Going to bring in 2 and make it 4-0 Gauchos here.
That probably saved us a run, to be quite honest.
It might have when it bounced over the fence.
Yep.
saw that last night at the Giants.
Oh, the Giants had a tough one.
They did. They split with the 1-1 with the Mets, though. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it? Was it Hauser that pitched last night? Or was it
No, it was
Molly?
Mahler?
Molly? Whatever.
Maul, yeah.
He didn't have his stuff. Giants weren't hitting.
All right, we got Lars Jackson coming in.
All right, we got a pitching change. Thanks, Dan.
First time I saw Lars Jackson pitch was in the AAA championship, where he.
Oh yeah. Pitching for you or against you?
No, I was on announcing the players.
Oh, nice.
He was. He was being coached by Sean Miller's dad, I think.
Alan Miller.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
wasn't Trey on that team? The A's.
Ryder was on that
we
team.
got another coach
Phil was
here
coaching too, nice.
in the. Yeah.
Ryder, Trey, and Trey wasn't on that team.
It wasn't
Oh, the A's and minors.
in AAA.
Triple A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
and then Lars came out and started that game and dominated.
Remember that little girl hit the flare down the left field line?
Yeah.
Scored too?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Who do you think is smooth on the team?
I don't know.
The nickname. That's their pitching music. I'm just going to give it to Lars.
Yeah,
Who else
'Cause
does
he
Lars
looks
have his own?
smooth.
Does Lars have his own?
No.
Maybe it's Lars. I don't know.
So I'm going to just go with
Yeah.
Lars.
Lars, Smooth,
Smooth.
Jackson. I mean,
yeah.
We're just going to default to Smooth for anyone I don't have their name.
I like
Sorry,
That
Smooth.
sounds bad.
If this isn't you.
Speaking of smooth, I heard Yee performed last night at the Chase Center.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I assume you didn't go, or
No, I didn't go.
didn't
My
make
neighbor
it?
was telling me about it.
Oh, nice.
His nephew went.
Yee
Yeah, he's a
character.
character.
All right, we're back in action here. We got Lars Jackson on the bump now. The second batter, number 2 hitter for the Gauchos. Mercado is at the plate. 4-0 ball game, so Hawks have a little bit of a hole to climb out of. First pitch from Jackson to Murphy is called strike 1. It's nice not playing in the rain here this time.
Yeah.
Jackson checks the runner at second. Delivers outside. Ball 1-1 count. I keep forgetting about the radar gun, even though it's right in
Yeah.
front of my face. Next pitch inside.
That's had some sauce on it.
That was 79
Yeah.
for a ball. 2-1 count. Hawks are in need of an out here. We have no outs with 3 runs in so far in this second inning. Looking for anything they can do to get an out. The pitch from Jackson, line drive off the glove of Kenjo. It's short, rolls in the outfield. Bennett gets it, throws it into Kirkley at third at the cutoff to keep the runners at the corners.
Back to a first and third situation. That was hard hit.
And that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter for the Gauchos, who plated one more run to make it 5-0.
That was a difficult play for Kenjo. He had the runner passing right in front of him right as the ball got there. And it was dipping just out of reach.
No outs,
No out.
5-0, called strike. Hawks still looking to get their first out here in the second inning. This happens to the Hawks sometimes where they struggle. Tam pickoff move, thrown home, safe. Didn't quite work. Second base is running down, throw.
Got him.
Got him at second. So kind of a lot happening there. We had the Tam pickoff move didn't work to first, but then the runner from third headed home and scored, and then the runner from first tried to go to second on Anthony, and he threw him out going to second.
That would have had to been a perfect throw by Dara to get him at home. It was just a little on the dugout side of the baseline.
Yeah.
But But that was a nice throw by Anthony to pop him at second.
It was. It looked like he didn't quite see it happening, and luckily he turned his head and fired it to perfect strike down to Kenjo at second, who laid the tag in.
He's not getting the calls.
That was a ball, 1-1. So we do have one out now. The bases are empty. It's 6-0. 1-1 count. Is it 2-1?
I've got 2-0, but I might have missed a strike.
All right.
Count, Blue.
2-0.
2-1.
There we go. Way to be, Phil.
2-1, I think. 2-1 count.
He said three. You just said 3 and 1.
3, yeah.
3-1.
3-1. All right. Falling apart here, guys. The booth's falling apart. The Hawks been better. Hard ground ball to Alex. Fields it. Throws it on to first for out number 2.
44 hustled down the line.
He did. He had some wheels on him, and
Yeah.
Alex had plenty of time, and he still got him in plenty of time, but
That was a little closer than I thought it was going to be.
absolutely.
That was
he moves.
reminiscent of Bo Jackson's first hit.
Yes. When he beat out, it was an infield
Beat
hit,
out
right?
an infield hit to second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think it surprised even the announcers. They're like, "Whoa!"
I want to go look at that.
Yeah.
That was a foul ball for strike 1 to the number 4 hitter, Pelicetti. Curveball from Lars Jackson in there for
Here we go,
called strike.
Lars.
So 11th pitch of the inning for Lars. 2 outs, 6-0 Casa Grande over the hometown Hawks. The pitch outside, ball 1-1-2 count.
I read a great book called The Last Folk Hero about Bo Jackson because he was kind of the last phenom to come through before cell phones or
Yeah.
even ESPN was brand new at the time. So if you just kind of heard about things,
That was a ball.
he there are all these stories where he when he was in high school and he set the decathlon record for Alabama, and
Outside, ball 3.
he pulled his hammy in the high jump, which is the second last event, and he didn't even run in the 100.
And he still won.
he still set the record.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
pretty
I read
good.
that book as well on your recommendation, Dan. It was a great book. I don't remember as much about it as you do.
Yeah.
That
the
was a great
other
book.
one was they played in they played a baseball game in the Birmingham Stadium last year.
Mhm.
It was or maybe the year before, and the
Giants played, right?
yeah, the Giants played there, and the lights at the time when Bo Jackson was there, he was playing in the high school.
Pitch to last batter was walked on to first, and it's going to bring the 5th hitter up, Nolasco Jr.
And
And the first pitch was a ball.
he put those balls all over that yard, but they were playing a night game, and he hit it so high up that it left the lights. And by the time it hit the ground, it was still in the infield, and he was on third.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Runners runs to second.
Wow!
Great throw by Anthony, but an equally great catch by Tenjo to tag the runner's leg. He looked like he was going to be safe on
Yeah.
that, but he was able to get his foot before he touched the bag.
Take a look at that replay.
Yeah.
There
Clark
we go.
is on it, producer extraordinaire.
Bang.
And that's out number 3.
I think
Oh,
the
boy.
third base coach is waiting for the TV review.
He is. I think we need to add to our playlist over there, Clark. Been caught stealing.
Ah,
yeah.
We gotta put that on the speakers when it happens, because that is appropriate. All right, so after 1.5 innings, it is a 6-0 lead now for Casa Grande, and it's coming to the plate for your Hawks is going to be Sasso, Bennett, Vogt, and Kirkley.
Looks like we have a brand new puppy in the stands.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
look at
a
that. Little
Henry
Australian
Pearson's
Shepherd.
sister prancing around. Looks like an Australian Shepherd puppy.
Pearson, and Henry said had an older sister.
He's got a younger one too.
He does.
Yeah.
The things I don't know.
Yes.
Things I don't know. All right. Looks like a little puppy. It's like a licking the stands right now. Chewing on the stands.
Was he here?
All right. All right, so we're ready to go here in the bottom of the second inning. Sasso's to the plate. First pitch from Hillman is ball one. Clark, I'm working triple time over here now.
All right.
Now we got the scoreboard. We got Game Changer going. Just going to talk through it slowly. That was a ball two. Keep me honest, though.
Yep.
I think I got to fix the outs, though, right? We don't have 3 outs. There we go. 2 balls. 3 balls. No strikes. No outs. Sasso's in there. Ready to swing away at this pitch from Hellman. That's going to be high for ball 4.
Here we go. We like that.
4-pitch walk. That's what the Hawks needed.
Lead off batter on base. Love it.
Yeah, they need to make a dent into the 6-0 lead, I would say, just to get some confidence back and to just make a dent. Not sure how else to say that. All right, so we got Henry Bennett to the plate today, who got the start in left field. First pitch is a line drive, base hit to left field. We have runners at the first and second. Nothing to be sorry about, Phil. First pitch, base hit from Bennett, and that's going to bring to the plate Kenjo Vogt. We got no outs, runners at first and second. Kenjo steps in, turning around to bunt. The pitch pulls it back in there for called strike. 0-1 count. No outs, 2 runners on. The Hawks need to get at least 1 or 2 runs in this inning. Would be great. First baseman charging in. That was in there for called strike 2. Kendra looked like he tried to let his wing out there. Little padded elbow. Take that off the elbow, but it was a nice breaking ball.
It hooked in fast
strike.
at the end.
Did.
Just like that one.
It did. Kenjo hung in there that time and fought it off for the count to stay 0-2. Count remains 0-2. Kenjo's back in the box, ready to go. Checks on the runners. Pitch. Kenjo fires it down the right field line. That's going to be foul and out of play. And the count remains 0-2. On deck is Aiden Kirkley. Pitcher takes a little bit of a walk around the mound as he gets set again. Looks in, sees the sign, sets, checks the runner at second, throws. And he got rung up by the home plate umpire. Didn't look like he went, but the umpire says he did, and he did. So that's going to be 1 out. And bring to the plate Aiden Kirkley. We've got runners at first and second still. Pitcher checks on the runner, delivers. First pitch, called strike. Kirkley checks the signs from CB. Pitcher checks the sign, check the runners. Next pitch, outside. Ball 1, 1-1 count, 1 out. The number 9 hitter, Kirkley, Dara Zolfagari, is on deck. Delivers. Kirkley pops it up. Looks like it's out of play. I can't see it, but just tell him what. Did that hit us? Ding, ding.
We need the Branson horn.
We need the Branson horn, yeah, from College of Marin, the air horn. All right, so we got a 1-2 count to Kirkley. Looking, the curveball is going to be coming here. The pitch missed for ball 2. 2-2 count. Nope, can't look at that one again. 2-2 count, 1 out. Kirkley's got to be ready to protect the pitch. High inside, ball 3. 3-2 count, 1 out. Kirkley's got to be ready to swing on this. The pitch outside, ball 4. That was a good battle by Kirkley there to load the bases up and set the table for Dara Zolfagari, who's 0 for 1 today, but looking to do some damage right now. The catcher, Bernardini, calls timeout and goes talks to his pitcher, Hellman, to calm him down a little bit. Pitcher's back in the Hellman's back in the windup now with bases loaded. First pitch to Dara. Fouled off to the backstop for strike 1, 0-1 count. We got Murphy on deck, waiting in the wings. Pitcher delivers.
Ooh,
Curveball inside.
boy, that almost got back in there.
It almost came back in, but that was ball 1. We got a 1-1 count. That was 69 miles per hour curveball, and pitcher tops off at 80. Pretty good 10-mile, 11-mile per hour difference between the two pitches. That was outside, ball 2. He hasn't been able to locate that curveball down the middle on the outside corner. He's been getting the inside corner strike with that curveball is where he's been getting the strike. Pitch, Dara fires it to center field. Center fielder's back. He's making a run. He gets a basket
my
catch.
gosh.
What a catch by the center fielder. Dara is, I'm not sure what's going on there. What is Dara doing? He was out, and he ran past Kirkley at first. Not quite sure what's going on that happened there.
Did we get a run at least? I think we got one tag up,
one
right?
run in. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Dara rounded first base and passed first and then got into a rundown. No. Yeah, from second to third tagged up. But then but Dara, who got caught out, who caught the ball and hit it, he ran around first base and got in a rundown, but he was out. So he shouldn't have been on the field. Right, he shouldn't have been on the field. He got in a rundown after flying out to center field. The center fielder made a beautiful basket catch on that, I have to say. But the Hawks did get one. Dara got in a rundown, yeah. He passed Aiden at first. Aiden was tagging up at first, and he passed Aiden around first and then got in a rundown between first and second. And then Bennett tried to go home and score, and they threw the ball home to get him out. So there might have, if they would have scored, I'm guessing the Gauchos would have protested the fact that Dara was running.
Yep.
And it not only had passed Aiden, but also gotten a rundown. So, anyways, excitement over. Center fielder made a great basket catch. I haven't. It's a sacrifice play, double play, yes. Yes. It's a tough one. I've never seen that either. And then Bennett got thrown out, going home. It was number, hold on, I'll tell you 1 second. 18. 18 was out at the plate. 99 scored. Yeah, 99 scored, then 18 got out at the plate. So it was a sac fly, and then a double play, I guess. I don't know. He slammed his helmet. He was pretty upset, so I think he knew it. I think maybe he thought he was being cheeky and trying to cause confusion, even though he wasn't really in there to get in a rundown so Henry could score. But he had passed Aiden, so I don't really know what happened. All's well that ends well. The Hawks get a run. It's 6-1 now as we head to the top of the third inning. Sixth inning. What am I talking about, Clark? First pitch is a ball from Lars Jackson to Nolasco Jr. He hits a ball to right field. Miller comes in. It bounces. Gets it back in quickly. First runner of the third inning is Nolasco. And that's going to bring to the plate number 17, Dempsey. It is 6-1 Gauchos. Lars Jackson checks the runner at first, who's got a little bit of a lead. Not too much. First pitch to Dempsey is low, ball 1. No outs, so the Hawks really need to put a 0 up. They haven't put a 0 on the board yet, but this is the inning. 4-0. Pitch, fly ball to right field, going to be foul for strike 1, 1-1 count. We got a coach is asking us to turn the music up between innings, so we're going to fire that music a little louder. Clark, how's that feel?
Great.
I just turned the volume up, so we're going to make that happen. He texted me a while ago, and I just saw it. Sorry, coach, but got a lot going on. All right, so we have a 1-1 count, 6-1 Gauchos, top of the third inning. Jackson's in pitching, curveball, low, ball 2, 2-1 count. What do we got queued up for between innings next time, Clark? We know what we're going to do yet, or we see how we feel?
I think I've got an idea what I'm going to do.
All right. Are you adding any of your own music to the playlist, or are we sticking with what?
I'm just sticking with what's here.
All right. We're using creative license to pick.
I don't want to put a song on and then have it cause issue or
Fair enough.
a jinx.
Fair enough.
I'm just a monkey pressing the buttons. That's all.
I like that. Lars Jackson almost picked off the guy at first base. I think he had him, but the umpire says the tag was on top of the hand. The hand got under, so he was back in safe. Pitch from Jackson to Dempsey was a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 count. No outs. Runner at first. Jackson looks in. Outside. Runner's going. Safe at second. Lars Jackson almost snagged that ball as it's coming back.
I haven't seen that in all my years. The pitcher trying to catch the ball thrown to second for the.
I mean, if you had first and third, that would be a creative play. If you duck down and suddenly you jump up and grab it, but that wasn't first and third. That was just trying to grab the ball.
Yeah,
that's a ground ball. Slowly hits the second base. Raddick's got to hurry up. Pulls Dar off the bag. Dar makes a great catch and a swipe tag, and it looks like he missed the runner at first, so he's going to be safe.
Well, it's another error on the throw for us here. So what do we have? I've got 4 errors in the first 3.
That is correct. We have 4 errors in the first 3 innings. Top of the third, first and third. And that ball's hit. High fly ball to center field. Kramlich is under it. He catches it. That's going to play to run, but keep the runner at first. Cole gets it in quickly for out number 1. This is what's been going wrong for us. Most of the season is our questionable defense. And I think it's questionable again today, Clark.
Yeah.
I think Dan's out there talking to his dad. We do have 7 runs today, and 5 of them are earned. So we've given up 5 earned runs. So with 4 errors, hasn't hurt us as much as it could. We had one game where I think we gave up maybe 2 earned runs, but 7 total runs, which is not what you want to do to win games.
No, and it just taxes the pitchers. That's what I feel bad for.
It does.
Keeps them out there longer than they need to be, throwing more pitches than they need to.
That was a curveball in there for a called strike. Yeah, I think that's the other side of the errors, that the less told story is what causes the pitchers to have to change the situation, throw more pitches, face more batters, and that adds up over inning after inning after inning. That was a line drive to center field. Cole broke in and then had to turn around and break back. That's probably going to play another run. Cole gets it back in to the cutoff man. Kenjo, he fires it to third. Not in time. That's going to be a triple for guard and score another run. That is a tough play. It's smoke like that. You kind of think it's going to, you kind of run in on it. Yeah. And in and then you notice that it's carrying, and you're like, uh-oh. And you got to run back and go pick it up. Cole did his best job there for sure. Next pitch to batter Garibaldi is outside for ball one. That's a line drive to right field. That's going to score one more. Bounces off Miller's glove in the outfield, but just going to be a single for Garibaldi, and the number 9 hitter. And it's going to be 9-1 for the Gauchos. CB's making the walk to the mound. Looks like we might have another pitching change here. Looks like maybe Boston was warming up. We got some warm-up music for Boston. That's going to be our third pitcher in the third inning here. Little Beach Boys. Is that Boston's walk-up or prep music for pitching? What do you call it? Warm-up music?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
good choice, Boston.
Beach Boys. I don't know the Beach Boys that well, to be honest.
That was my first concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of my first albums.
There you go.
What was the venue? Where did you guys go see the Beach Boys?
I will tell you once I finish making that pitching change at Stanford Stadium. So one of the great things growing up in the Bay Area, we lived on Peninsula, was the Stanford football games at the old stadium was the best deal in sports history. It was $80 for the season for a family of up to 5.
Wow.
To go to all the games. So it was $80 for the season, for season tickets. And so a bunch of families, I grew up in Foster City, would pay the $80 for the season, and we'd all go down in the Grove and park, and we'd play football, climb the trees, barbecue, pregame, and then we'd all go to the game and run around crazy in the stands, because back then the old Stanford Stadium was all bench seating in the end zone, so you could just kind of go wherever you want.
Oh, nice.
Most games weren't that filled, so it was pretty wide open. We'd bring footballs in and throw footballs up and down the stands and just have a great time.
Wow.
But the Beach Boys played a concert after one of the games that we stayed for.
Oh, there we go.
And that was my first concert.
How old were you?
No idea. I was going to say 10. Just
All
because I remember it. If I was too much younger, I probably wouldn't remember it. But I'm going to go with 10.
Mine was the Moody Blues
Oh, wow.
in 6th grade.
All right.
I went with my friend Neil Gagan and his dad at Poplar Creek out in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Where I grew up.
Oh, nice.
And
Probably not.
that's the first time I smelled marijuana.
Secondhand smoke?
Yeah. And
Nice.
and that was that. And
Where-
then Poplar Creek became a popular.
So I'm not sure it was my first, but I got to see Journey at the old Waldorf.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
The old Waldorf. Journey. Journey's a classic.
Steve was coming on, and he wasn't yet
Yeah.
full-time front man.
Oh, wow. The early Journey. That's great.
That would be
The
fun.
classic SF band. One of the most classic SF bands. Classic band in general, but definitely a classic SF band. So where in Chicago is Poplar Creek? Oh, first pitch
boy.
from Boston is hooking, stays fair, going to go up to the fence. That's not going to score a run. Ball gets back in from Henry to Kenjo relatively quickly, but that's going to be a one-pitch double for the leadoff hitter, Montanos.
And of course, Day on the Greens. Remember?
Yeah. Day on the Greens. Where was Poplar Creek in Chicago?
Poplar Creek.
I don't know Chicago that well.
Yeah, I was out in the suburbs.
Okay. North, south, west?
It's on
Can't go east suburb.
halfway between Chicago and Madison on
Oh, okay.
on the 90.
Right? Oh, nice.
And it was one of those, when those it was like a shoreline. So when you had the grass field and
Yeah. Nice.
and it was brand new when I was growing up, so it was kind of a fun place. A lot of all the great bands went there
Very nice.
in the summertime.
Ball's fouled off. We got a 1-1 count.
And I lived just like a few miles from there,
Oh, nice.
so we would just get dropped off by our parents and just go to shows. Like that's what we did in high
Yes.
school.
Yeah, we did a lot at Shoreline with our venue.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, it wasn't far from you from Foster
No,
City.
and then also Golden Gate Park. What was the concert? in Golden Gate Park. It was a free concert. In Golden Gate Park was pretty famous. I can't remember what it was called now that we went to. So we come up to the polo fields every once in a while, but Shoreline was the most common venue. That was a called strike. We have a 2-2 count here. We're kind of losing track of the game here. As it's currently 9-1 Gauchos in the top of the third. Boston Hegian is pitching for the Hawks. Curveball, swing and a miss, strikeout for out number 2. Nice pitch from Boston there. A 2-2 count. Took a little something off it, threw the curveball. Got the swing through for out number 2. We got second and third. And number 9's coming into the game. Thanks, Blue, for the heads up. This is going to be Morales hitting for number 44. First pitch in there. Called strike 1. It did. Curveball on the outside, ball. So we got a 1-1 count now. We're actually headed to Denver after this, and unfortunately, I've never been to Red Rocks. I've always wanted to go see a concert there, but there are no concerts in town when we're there, but we're going to go check it out anyways because I hear it's beautiful. And a great place to watch music. But
yeah, I have not either been.
We're flying out tonight, 7 o'clock. So got a tight timeline to turn out and get out of here. You have not been to Red Rocks either, Clark?
I haven't. It's amazing. I know all of it, bought it, and seen photos and videos. And
they are. It's spring break. It's a 2-2 count. 2-2 count, 2 outs, third inning. Big pitch here. We got runners at second and third. We need to keep them at second and third. Boston looks in. I feel a curveball outside corner. Swing and a miss. And I was wrong. It was a ball inside, fastball. 3-2 count. We do have a base to work with here. The pinch hitter, Morales, for number 44. We got number 12 on deck. Pelicetti. Boston looks in. Anthony sets a target. Inside, squirts away. Anthony picks it up for ball 4. And that's going to load the bases for number 12, Pelicetti, who's 1 for 1 today. Pelicetti singled on a fly ball to the left field and walked in the second inning. We're only in the third inning here. It's been an hour-long game. This is not going to plan for many things. One of the plans is me getting to the airport. I don't know how fast we're going to get through 7 innings here, but it's not going to plan for the Hawks either. Pickoff move to second.
Got him. Oh.
Umpire likes to call safe.
Huh, that's an interesting safe call.
It is. He called that he got his hand in there.
Huh.
Not a fan of the oven mitt either, because that feels like that gives you an extra 6 inches. You should have the oven mitt should not be able to extend past the end of your fingers.
I also think you should give the safe sign, like if you're the
not the hand in
not
sign?
the hand in sign. Like I don't quite doesn't help any of us. I thought it was like, boom, punch.
Yeah, you thought it was a punch, but he had
I
an
thought
open
it
hand.
was a punch, but it was
the open hand.
Open hand.
All right, so it's a 1-0 count, 2 outs. Pelicetti batting. Boston throws. That's a pop-up. Radix is under it. Miller calls him off, makes the grab for out number 3. They're calling it on the transfer, which is a generous call.
Oh, I missed it.
I would say. Yeah, it seemed to squirt out of his glove a little bit, but they're saying it was on the transfer. I think the Gauchos might be a lot more upset if it wasn't 9-1. But I think they're not going to complain because of the score. But yeah, it was, I don't know, Phil, what you saw it too. It looked like it. I'm not sure that he was on the transfer. Yeah, his glove was moving down. It squirted out. No one kind of noticed-ish. The umpire had already called him out. Nonetheless, it's going to take us to the bottom of the third inning. We have a new pitcher, I think, for the visiting Gauchos. 21 Hellman's going to go out of the game after pitching 37 pitches in 2 innings. And number 12, I believe, is Pelicetti, who's playing shortstops, going to pitch. And moving to shortstop is going to be number 17, Dempsey, moving over from third base. And at third base, we have somebody. Haven't figured that out yet. A little Katy Perry between innings. Like 23 is playing third base. Did I see that right? Yep, 23. New into the game as well. Checking around the infield and outfield for any other changes by the Gauchos. They were not announced to us. We just got to figure it out as we go, which is fine. We can make that work. That was a curveball from the new pitcher, Pelicetti. 65-mile-per-hour curveball. See what he's got for a fastball coming here. 76 in there. Batting for the hometown Hawks is going to be the number 2 hitter, Murphy, followed by Kramlich and Miller. In our bottom of third inning, 9-1 game, the Hawks have some work to do. I'm going to grab this stool and sit down for a little bit. Getting kind of tired. Standing. All right. That feels much better. And here we go, folks. Bottom of the third. Hawks looking to get a couple more runs back. Murphy's in there. First pitch is outside. Ball 1. That was 76 miles per hour. So it doesn't look like Pelicetti throws quite as hard as the last pitcher, Hellman, who's topping out at about 80. At least not yet. He might have some reach back in there. Called strike. It was the same pitch, Phil.
Boy, I got to say.
Only it was a strike.
You know, maybe didn't have his Wheaties this morning.
The pitcher?
Inconsistent.
I mean,
The ump.
the umpire.
I'm going to say inconsistent.
Murphy hits it back to the pitcher.
Good out, umpire.
And that's going to be fielded by the pitcher and on to first for out number 1. It's going to bring Cole Kramlich to the plate. Cole, in his first at-bat of the day, was hit by a pitch for, we said, the 13th time of the year. Pitch from Pelicetti is in there for called strike. That was 77 miles per hour. Got some young fans looking on here from what looks like to be Mill Valley Little League. Checking out what hopefully there'll be someday in here. That one looked like it was going to be number 14, but it curved in for ball 1. We had a 1-1 count. 1 out. Hawks got 1 run in the bottom of the third. 1 run not in the bottom of the third, but total. Pitch. Line drive up the middle from Kramlich.
Great hit.
Tattooed it into the center field for a single.
Great
And
inside-outside swing right there.
it was a great inside-outside swing. That's going to bring to the plate Sean Miller, and welcome back to the booth.
Yeah, I got had visited by the Hank's grandparents in the stands.
Oh, very nice.
Nice little unexpected visit, and they're doing great out there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love having the fans and the grandparents in the stands. First pitch to Sean Miller was called strike for 0-1 count. We got Cole at first. I'm going to see Cole run here. Cole has some good speed, has lots of stolen bases. He might be even on stolen bases and hit by pitches this year. The pitcher checks on Cole there, throws over. Cole's back in, no problem. Cole's looking. He's got a decent lead there to the edge of the grass. Hops out.
Oh, nice
Curveball.
63-mile-an-hour Twizzler.
Fouled off into the visiting dugout by Sean Miller. 0-2 count. 1 out. Got Alex Radix waiting on deck. Hello, Shauna. Cole leads off first. Sean Miller, fly ball to left field. That's tailing away from the left fielder. That's going to get down. Nice hitting by Sean Miller inside out, slapping it the other way. The left fielder almost made a spectacular catch, but thankfully didn't. And that's going to be runners at first and second for Alex. Nice job, Miller. That's going to be first and second for Alex, who's over one today. Hit a line drive to second base last time up, I believe. First pitch, he hits it to center field. Center fielder is in and under it, makes the catch, fires it back in for out number 2. And that's going to bring Mr. Sasso to the plate.
It reminded me of I saw that Buster Posey play when, what was it, Connor? Yeah,
Not sure yet. You gotta give me a little bit more.
When he busted his leg?
Oh, with the play at the plate?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
That was a short fly ball to center, and the guy was
Back when you could, they get this argument a lot of whether, I have a friend who, Dave Gordon, you're not listening, but who really hates that happened and they changed the rule on that. I disagree.
Well, I mean, it was a kind of a situation, right? Buster Posey was, one of the best up-and-coming catchers in recent history, and took him offline for the year, and there's worry that it was going to derail his entire career.
That was outside ball 2. We got a 2-1 count. 2 outs to Trey Sasso.
But that was one of the more kind of exciting plays in baseball that you kind of die to see.
Play at the plate.
Yeah, or it's one of the few times collision was encouraged.
Yeah.
Was it Pete Rose blew up Ray Fosse in the All-Star game?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
In the All-Star game, that's right. You know what I don't like about that play is I don't mind the contact and that kind of stuff, especially when it's bang bang. But if you watch that play, my memory of the play, there, Cole's off and running. Sasso fouls it off to the right. If you watch that play, the guy was out by 10 feet.
Yeah.
And he lowered his shoulder, and his whole intent was to try to destroy the catcher.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was a catch bang bang play, which I'm fine with. This was there's no place for football players in baseball.
No.
He lowered his shoulder, and he went full shoulder, launch like a linebacker, like Lawrence Taylor into Buster Posey.
Who's pretty defenseless.
Yes. Swing and a miss from Trey Sasso, and that's going to end the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it's going to take us to the top of the 4th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Hawks, and that's going to bring Nolasco, Dempsey, and Hellman to the plate. I have not finished moving us to the 4th inning yet. Phil, if you can help us out. That's a big debate, though, about the collision to plate and, the changing of that. And, again, I don't mind the collision. I remember I got blown up when I was in AAA by a kid that was a year older playing down because he hadn't played much baseball.
Yeah.
And he was out by about 10 feet. He ended up being our, all-league linebacker in high school. But he probably outweighed me by at least, and I was not a skinny kid. He probably still outweighed me by 25, 30 pounds, and he just lit me up. I held on to the ball. I think my memory is I ended up back near the backstop. It wasn't this far back, but I flew about 8 feet. And just laid there. And I remember opening my eyes and my coach looking at me, and he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I think so." I don't know.
How old were you?
Am I? It was AAA, so I would have been 10.
Oh, God.
And he would have been 11 because he was a year ahead, but he hadn't played a lot of baseball, so he was playing down, and he just blew me up.
Oof.
Full speed. And again, he said he was our Matt Peterson, nice guy. Played football with him in high school, and he was our starting middle linebacker, all league. He knew how to hit.
That's tough.
It's tough, but I never shied away from the contact. All right. We are heading to the top of the 4th inning. We got Boston still on the mound. Doesn't look like any changes for the Hawks in the field. At the plate for the Gauchos is number 20, Nolasco Jr., who's 1 for 2 today. First pitch is ball inside. Boston's thrown 15 pitches today so far. It's going to be ball outside. We still got a 9-1 ball game, top of the fourth. Boston looks in, gets a sign from Murphy. Inside, called strike one. 2-1 count. It'd be nice to get first pitch, first batter out for the Hawks here. We got a visitor in the... That's a ground ball to second baseman Radix. Throws on to first for the out. Nice play, Alex. We got an out. Quickly. I love it. Who's our visitor today, Dan?
This is Jerry.
Jerry, welcome.
What's up, Jerry?
With our newly installed dog hook.
The dog hook is
Dog hook.
really good.
I need to bring my dog one of these times. Posey's never gotten to come. Named for Buster Posey.
Yeah.
She's a girl, though, so it could also be Parker Posey
Yeah, could be.
or a Posey like a flower. But
Hey.
Posey, and our neighbor, actually, his dog is also a doodle. Not a Bernard doodle, it's a golden doodle. His name's Bailey.
Yeah.
So the last two
Yeah, two
catchers,
catchers.
they don't know that. Our
Yeah.
neighbors didn't realize that when they named him Bailey, but
Kind of like that. Then we got the new, our new catcher.
yeah.
Susak.
Susak. He 3 for 3 in his debut. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I'm not sure you can bench Bailey yet, but I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
I have a road bike named Buster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's orange. Orange
Nice.
and black.
Orange and
Love
black.
that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We got Posey, Bailey. I mean, if Susak comes in is pretty good, I might rename Posey to Susak.
Well,
Pitch is fouled off to the right side.
Jerry comes from the Milo Foundation,
Nice.
and he was originally we have Tubbs, the pug, and he was going to
Yeah.
be Crockett,
Okay.
but Crockett didn't stick.
Crockett didn't
He
stick.
came with the name Jerry, and we're sticking with Jerry.
Sticking with Jerry.
Yeah.
That was a curveball from Boston, fought off by number 17. Dempsey to stay alive. 2-2 count, 1 out. Does Jerry have any significance? Like, is it spelled Jerry Garcia? Is it just Ben Jerry?
It's just,
is
yeah,
it
it's spelled like Jerry Garcia, but it's just
Jerry?
He just came with Jerry.
He's just
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah.
That was a ground ball to shortstop. Kenjo picks it up, has time, throws to first.
Wow.
Nice stretch by Dara for the out.
Looks like it has like a hamstringer.
It was.
That's
Yeah.
going to
Seemed like
hurt.
Kenjo had a little bit of time there, but probably needed to hurry a little more on
I
that
think he
throw.
double
but he
pumped
got
on a
him.
throw there, looked
He
like.
did. He did double pump on the throw. But got the out, which is all that matters. Nice play, Kenjo. A nice play, Dara, with the stretch.
Did they give him the base?
Ah.
Oh. All right. I got to rewind all that. Looks like he was... Umpire at home plate might have made the call that he was off the bag. CB's talking to him, and he's not going to change his mind. So it looks like he was pulled off the bag there. So that's going to be runner at first. So we got runner at first, 1 out. Hellman's batting, who's 0 for 0 today, must have a couple walks. Must be his third at bat. First pitch low, outside ball. How long you guys had Jerry so far?
Jerry's about a month in.
Oh wow, Jerry,
Yeah.
welcome.
Learning things. He's got an irrational hatred of bicycles.
So he would not
Wow.
like Buster.
He wouldn't like Buster.
Yeah, wouldn't
Like
like
Buster.
I got to break with the habit. I broke,
Uh-oh.
Oop,
We almost lost our
yeah. I'll go fix
radar
that.
thing. We'll give it a second. It might see if it still works. Yeah, you go fix it. Hey Jerry, how's it going? You're gonna hang out with me. Don't worry. Oh, that's gonna hurt. We got a 1-1 count. Foul ball knocked off our radar gun. Jerry's concerned now that Dad's gone. Jerry, come here. I'll help you out. Come here. Can I pick you up? Come here, buddy. There you go. See, he's right there. See, he's right there.
Hey, bud.
Hey, there's no one to worry about. You're not abandoned. Don't worry. Jerry's getting a bird's eye view here of what the action. How do you think of that? Nope, no licking. No licking, Jerry. That was ball. 2-1 count. I'm not going to be able to maintain this much longer, Jerry. You saw him. You know he's there. You're going to be okay. Nope. Doesn't like it. Duck your head down there. I don't want to choke you. All right. We got a 2-1 count. What's going on here, folks? 3-1 count. Runner at first. Jerry's back. No worries, Jerry. 3-1 count. Runner on first, 1 out. 9-1 Gauchos in the top of the fourth. And Boston looks in. Gets a sign from Murphy. The pitch. Inside. A little bit of chin music there from Boston.
Sending a message.
Sending a message. If you're going to walk him, you might as well walk him in style.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. I actually don't always say that, but just came out. Sometimes things just come out of my mouth. Looks like we got someone going down to the bullpen to warm up. Number 9. I actually don't know who number 9 is. See if we can look that up. Number 9 is going to be Aiden Dodge. Pitch is popped up, out of play, back to the right behind us, over to the batting cages. For strike 1. This is number 19, Guard, batting. He's 1 for 1 today. Runners at first and second. Boston curveball on the outside corner.
I was about to say, if he wasn't going to give us that,
what were you going to do?
he has been. I would
make a comment.
Yeah. Maybe a little too loud.
That was inside. Swung on and fouled back. Stuck. Number 3 has some good hops there. Jumped up and grabbed that off the fence. That was nice. So we still got an 0-2 count, 1 out. Pitch. Boston checks the runner. Pitches. Curveball. Ground ball through the hole. Miller is going to come up throwing. Not going to be in time to score the run. That's going to make it 10-1 Gauchos. In the top of the fourth inning, Hawks struggling today to get the outs. They've made a lot of errors, and the bats haven't gotten going yet, which is not a good combination. First pitch was in there for a called strike.
Well, when I was out visiting with my dad, that was kind of a bizarre sequence of events on the base pass. Did they get 4 outs?
I don't know how many outs they got. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure why Dar got himself into a rundown after getting out.
Did you see the catch, Dan? Did you see the catch? It was incredible.
Catch.
I mean, it was over the shoulder, basket catch, perfect.
Yeah.
And Dar rounded first and passed Kirkley, who was standing on first, tagging up, and then got into a rundown after that when he was already out. And then I think it was trying to think he maybe could just get into a rundown and maybe get Bennett to score. So Bennett tried to score and didn't quite make it home, and they threw him out at home. That was a fly ball to center field. Kramlich throws it all the way home. Gets through, not quite in time for out number 2 and run number 11. Sack fly there from Garibaldi. But yes, that was a bizarre sequence of events. I've never seen a runner out, then run past one of the runners at first, which technically you'd be out if you did that. I think Aiden would be out if that happens, right?
I thought didn't.
But if you're out, you can't get in trouble for running past a runner, I guess. I don't know. How would you score that?
Now?
Yeah, he's just out.
Yeah.
He's already out, but he's on the field. Like, you're not allowed to be on the field once you're out. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so you're not, if he wasn't out and he ran past, that's a line drive to left field. Bennett comes in, makes the grab. That's going to end the inning and take us to the bottom of the fourth. So, yes, let's go back to that bizarre play. And let's break it down a little bit.
Well, I thought the person on second didn't tag up.
Henry Bennett tagged up and went to third.
But I thought he left early.
No.
No, he didn't.
He did not leave early.
Okay.
He tagged up correctly and went to third.
Gotcha.
So
So this is, it happened to us last year.
Yes, it is like a player being on the field from the dugout who shouldn't be on the field. I don't know what you call that. I guess it would just be player interference. Not really sure. There's not a good rule for that one. All right, we got 11-1 here. Casa Grande over Tam. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, and we have 4 of the Hawks. What's that? Yeah, we could see that. We got Bennett, Vogt, and Kirkley coming up for the Hawks. And this pitcher for the Gauchos is still Pelisetti, number 16. Jerry's getting wrapped up around chairs here, walking through chairs. I can move that chair out of your way if you want, Dan. All right. Jerry's getting kicked out. Sorry, Jerry. It was great having you. I'll take the hook if you want. All right. Here we go. We got Henry Bennett leading off for the Hawks in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bennett's 1 for 1 today. Saw 1 pitch and lined it into the outfield for a base hit. And he steps in, sees the pitch, and spins and bunts. Foul for strike 1. So going back to that play before, I don't know what you call that. Here we go. When a batter hits a fly ball, the runner on first tags up and the batter passes the runner on first is out for passing or it becomes a double play rundown scenario. The batter passes the runner, but the batter's out. Oh, that was a foul ball. I'm just reading some rules here on Phil's phone. According to MLB rule number 5.09, any runner is out when they pass a preceding runner before the runner is out. So I guess Aiden would be out, should have been called out on that.
Even though
the Dar is out.
Dar was already out.
But he passed Aiden, so he should.
But
Bennett hits a center field ball, but little Willie Mays in center field makes the grab easily. He is a speedy center fielder, Mercado. And that's going to be out number 1.
Mercado is open today. Jesus.
Mercado is open. If the fly ball is caught, the batter is already out on the catch, and if the runner on first fails to tag it properly, then they can be doubled off. That's not what happened.
No.
The runner on first is tagging, retreating, and the batter runner passes them while moving towards second. The batter runner is immediately called out. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we should have been a double play on the fact that Dara, even though he was out past Aiden at first, which seems like the right call in that scenario. You can't stay on the field once you're out. So we got a 1-1 count. A foul ball, I think the first one from Kenjo. And the umpire. This is our umpire who told the San Marin to be quiet. Is telling the Gauchos now to be quiet and stop arguing balls and strikes. So that is ball, 2-1 count.
Yeah, you can't be arguing with a 10-run lead.
Well, you shouldn't be arguing in general, but yeah, 10-run lead. Kenjo is hit by a pitch.
We're going to ChatGPT on this one.
Yeah.
It said a batter flies out and passes a runner tagging up on first. What is the rule?
That's what we just looked up.
He's out. Dead and simple.
Who's out? The runner?
I don't know. Let's find out.
The batter's out because they caught it, but looks like we got a pinch hitter for Aiden Kirkley now. And the pinch hitter's name is Hank Murray.
Hey, here he goes.
So we got Kenjo at first is getting looked at by the trainer, who seems to say, give him some tape on his wrist there, help out a little bit. And now we're back in action here with our pinch hitter, Hank Murray, in for Aiden Kirkley. Kenjo's at first. We got runner on first, 1 out. Hank Murray's into the game. Using an Atlas. Takes first pitch, ball 1. Do we get any clarification on that, Dan? Is it?
No, it it's just saying the batter's definitely out, but he's out because he got caught.
Because it caught the ball, yeah. I think it's an
dive a
unknown
little
situation.
deeper.
I'm not sure ChatGPT knows, has been taught yet what to do in that one-of-a-kind situation. That was fouled off to the right side.
Yeah, because
I would guess that if the runner stays on the field after getting flied out and tries to get in a rundown, that has never happened in the MLB baseball before. Maybe it has.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just that's the funky part. Like, well, I mean, let's just take it everybody else, everybody else off the plate there, and just say it's just a runner on first, and somebody hits a towering fly ball to center field.
Yeah.
If you're the hitter, and it gives you enough time to round first.
Well, the runner first is going back to first because it's hit a fly ball.
Sure.
Right.
But if you're the batter, is going to want to. He's either out or he's on his horse.
Right.
So you're limiting the fact that he can't pass the guy on first because he's tagging up on the potential tag up.
That would be what I would think the rule would be: is as soon as you pass that runner, the runner on first is deemed out because you passed him. That's outside ball 3. Got a full count to Hank Murray. 3-2 count. Nice at bat from the pinch hitter Hank Murray. So likely the call, if they would have not gotten Henry out at home trying to score, it would have been called that Aiden was out because he passed him. That missed for ball 4. And that's going to be runners at first and second with Dara, who was the one that got in the rundown, coming to the plate. Like I said, I imagine if they did not get Henry Bennett out of the plate, I imagine the Gauchos coaches would have come out and wanted a little bit of a discussion on that one.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what the umpires would have said. I don't know. All right, so we have first and second in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch to Dara is fouled out of play to the right for strike 1. Dara is over 1 today, which means he must have a walk because this is his 3rd at bat as our leadoff hitter. Kenjo's got his lead at second base. Murray's got his lead at first base. Pitcher checks, delivers. Dara, ground ball back to the pitcher, fires to second. Safe and safe. Go back, Hank! Sorry, I'm yelling at Hank to get back on the base because he was called safe, didn't realize it, started trotting back to the infield. Luckily, I think didn't hear me. He heard the dugout yell, "Get back to the base, Hank," because the umpire called him safe.
All right, bases loaded, and
so it's going to be
Anthony Murphy coming up.
An error on the throw from the pitcher. We'll take it, folks. We aren't going to complain.
That's their first error, I think, for the Gauchos.
And that's going to bases loaded, as Dan said, with prom date at the plate. First pitch, curveball called strike. You are correct, Clark Weber. It is 1 error. You finished your deep research?
Yeah, I did. So if the batter can't be out twice.
Right.
It doesn't affect the runner on first at all. If he gets passed, it's the batter that would be out
again. Okay. But he can't be out again.
Yeah, so it said he was already out, so it's kind of a moot.
So what would you do? But if he got into a rundown, and if Henry Bennett would have scored because he got in a rundown and Gauchos didn't realize he was out, then that's the Gauchos' fault?
Yeah. Okay, let's ask Chappie T on that.
Extension number 2. Oh, Murphy! Line drive, duck fart in the left field. That's going to score 1.
All right,
nice
station
job,
to station.
Anthony Murphy. We like that. Single. And it is 11-2. Comeback is on.
Yeah, the offensive team needs to get punished.
Right, the offensive team, there needs some punishment there.
Yeah.
Something. Otherwise, that was the most genius play ever by Dara. Maybe he knows. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh, the umpire is denying. He says he leaned into it. which I don't agree with, but if he calls it fairly both sides, I'm okay with it because there is a lot of leaning.
I would not want to be a baseball right now.
That's going to be ball 1. Cole Kramlich gets back in there. That pitch is fouled out of play for strike 1. We got a 1-1 count. Pitchers in the windup. Pella said he's thrown 37 pitches in 1.1 innings today. Pitch, ground ball, left side. Shortstop gets over there. Safe at second. Nice hustle by Anthony Murphy. The shortstop looked like he didn't quite see the ball right away because he's behind the runner and behind the umpire over there. That's going to be an infield single. Fielder's choice. What's that? 3 runs. That ball's hit deep to the fence by Sean Miller. One hops the fence. We got a crowded bases, though. Anthony's heading home. Going to be tagged out.
Oh!
Tagged out. Anthony Murphy, collision at the plate. Talk about collision at the plate.
Yeah.
He was looking to make contact. Is that allowed in high school
I don't
baseball?
think that is.
So he was going to be out either way. That was a nice hit by Sean Miller. That scored 1, making it 11-4. Double. Anthony had to hold up at second base, making sure that wasn't going to get caught. And then that's what caused the play at the plate to be so close. So we got 2 outs now with Alex Raddick at the plate in this 11-4 ball game. So that feels good by the Hawks, getting a couple runs back, making an 11-4 ball game. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. First pitch to Alex was a ball. The next pitch is a called strike. We got a 1-1 count. How's the deep research going there?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You getting some clarifying questions to chat? No hallucinations here. Outside ball 2.
I think it's hallucinating.
I was hallucinating when it was happening, so I don't blame.
It's saying basically that's a
Gaucho's problem.
Yeah,
No punishment for the Hawks?
No, the guy, if the batter doesn't realize he's out, and
I think he realized he was out. But go ahead.
well, okay.
Yeah, if the batter doesn't realize he's out, let's go with that.
Okay, let's
train.
say
pitch there, fouled off to the left for strike 2. We got a 3-2 count, 2 outs. 11-4 ball game. A base hit here would make it 11-6, which would feel nice. But I still want the game to go a little faster here for my own selfish reasons. Ground ball to first base. First baseman Nolasco Jr. picks it up, steps on first for out number 3, and that's going to do it for the 4th inning. And with that, I am going to head down to the snack shack and get myself a drink. Would anybody like anything as I head down there? We got a water. Clark, you need anything?
I'm good.
All right, I will be right back. No, I got to fill. Don't worry about it. Dan and Clark can entertain you, or we can just listen to the good tunes from DJ Weber.
11-4.
Anthony was thrown out at home. Yes, that's correct.
All right, well, we've got Aiden Dodge warming up, so that means it's 11-4.
all right. We've got an answer. We're gonna wait for Jason to come back. And
confusion on the score, whether the Hawks have 5 or 4.
Plenty of baseball left. All right, so we have a definitive answer. So if the batter passes the guy on first and then intentionally engages the defense in order to help out another player?
So we got a new pitcher into the game. We have Aiden Dodge coming in, number 9, throwing to Mercado, who I believe was he the center fielder?
Center fielder,
number 10.
yeah, Mercado.
Oh, we actually have a pitch hitter.
Abierto.
This is number 7 now.
Jason, there's been some confusion, or folks think that maybe we should have 5.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
We can look back through once we get caught up here. We also got Hank Murray in at third base, and I don't think there's any other changes for the Hawks right now. We got a 2-0 count. I want to hear the rest of this discussion, and then we'll head back and look at the scoring last inning and double check on our score of 11-4.
Boy, that's
Okay, here we go. If the key rule you're bumping into, this falls under the interference by a retired runner. If there's an already out batter intentionally creates a rundown or confusion to help another runner in advance, that's interference. The umpire kills the play and can call out the runner he was trying to help. In this case, the guy from
That would
third.
be Henry Bennett, yeah.
So they actually got it correct.
Well, they got Henry out. I think they called that out.
Right, but had Henry scored, they could have called Henry.
Called Henry out, right.
Yeah.
So we'll never know if they knew what they were doing.
We got a 3-2 count here to number 7 foot, and that's high for ball 4. We got a first pitch walk. So that was some deep research by Dan Murray. Appreciate that, Dan.
That's my friend Chad.
Chad?
Chad GPT.
I like it. All right. So we got some people questioning our scoring ability as well, which is fine. I can handle that. We'll take a back walk down memory lane between innings here. I'm not going to do it right
70
now.
70-mile-an-hour curveball from Dodge.
Because if I try to do it right now, I'm going to get behind on my
The
score
question
sheet.
is, what did Dara score? That was the question.
I'll look it up in a minute. We'll talk it through between innings.
Yeah, it's a tweener.
I'm happy to. Tweener inning.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a 0-1 count.
0-1.
No outs. We got the number 3 hitter, Morales, who's number 9 at the plate. He's 0 for 0 today. Whoa, just poured some Diet Coke on myself. These shorts are not coming on the trip. All right.
So Aiden Dodge has pitched 6 1/3 innings this year in 3 games.
He had a little bit of an elbow issue, I think, at a moment, so he didn't pitch for a couple games. Picked off first base. Sit down. Aiden Dodge, great move. Got the out. Hawks really need that in the top of the 5th inning. And that means we have 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no runners on base. Aiden Dodge delivers curveball high. Ball 2. Looks like we also have a new catcher in the game. Missed that before. Looks like Ever. Number 14 has come into the game.
Look at the sparkly cleats.
I know. We lost our prom date.
Yeah.
No one likes it when their prom date cancels on them.
Promposal did not go so good.
Request denied. Pitch from Dodge is in there.
That's
called strike. Full count now. 3-2. Morales hasn't swung the bat yet. I don't think this is a bat. So if I'm Dodge, I'm throwing heater down the middle. Make him beat you.
That's
And
exactly
apparently, I'm not Dodge because or
Curveball.
Kyle. That was a
Yeah.
curveball in there for a strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Dodge. That curveball been leaving high the other times he's thrown it today, and he was able to get that one into
He's
the
just
zone.
creating outs.
It's creating outs.
Yeah.
Those are
Picking
what-
them off, striking them out.
That's what the Hawks need right now.
Yeah.
We need to dodge any more runs.
Others. Oh.
It's
Called
just a mystery.
strike. That was what?
Nope. That was a
ball.
It's a called strike.
We called it a strike.
We did.
From the Homer Dome.
No, we're not biased. That was a
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
2-0 count to the pitcher from the Gauchos, Pelicetti. When I was down there at the snack shack, they had a couple guys warming up. That's hit deep to left field. Bennett back on his horse. He's going to run out of the room. That is on Miller and possibly across Miller.
It's a cross Miller.
It's across Miller after a bounce. And that's going to make it 12-4.
That was stroked.
Yeah.
That's a pitcher.
That is a pitcher. He started off as a shortstop, though.
Okay.
So, all right, well, that makes it a 12-4 game. They get one back. And first pitch hit to short left. Kenjo can't get back there. It drops in between Kenjo and Henry for a base hit. 2 outs.
Shades of San Diego right there.
We don't like to talk about that one.
Yeah.
man.
I understand why Henry Bennett did not charge that one.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he was at second base in that. I think Anthony Murphy was in right field.
Either way.
And it was Anthony Murphy coming in. All right. Enough about that. First pitch to the number 17 hitting Dempster. Is it still Dempster? It doesn't look like Dempster. Was a ball. Wait till he swings again to see if it was him. It is him. We have a ball one, and that was hit. Sean Miller
Over by the pen.
made a great effort. He might have dove for it if it wasn't for the little mound over there. You don't want to
Yeah.
dive up that hill. It's
that
not
would-
going to feel good.
You wrap yourself around a pitching rubber. It's not so forgiving. What
No.
kind of bat do we have on 17 here?
Oh, that's the Louisville Power Select.
You guys know them all.
Oh, that's like a little league bat. That's how I recognize that. Levi had that in his arsenal. Nice little drop
Drop 3.
8 or
8.
Drop
Wow.
8, not the drop. This is a drop 3. This is a BB core, but
Yeah.
Little League's the drop 8. Pitch squirts away from Ever there to the backstop. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count. Runner advances on the wild pitch.
Did you guys ever use those Rawlings highlighters? And it was right when they went to USA Bats, and it was the glitch. They kind of snuck it in, and they were super hot. And I had 2 of them, and I used them for my team. And I had a 30 and a 28. I couldn't find the 29.
I did not know about
And
that.
they made him illegal, but they grandfathered him in. And now you can find him on eBay in like decent shape for like $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
So they're still grandfathered
they're
in.
still grandfathered in.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a 2-2 count here to Dempsey. Dodge checks on the runner at second. Delivers curveball. Ball 3.
And August, when you're watching Little League World Series, some of these teams source those.
Still use the
Still-
highlighter?
Oh yeah, 2018 highlighter.
Wow.
Yeah.
The deep in the archives. Dodge checks the runner, delivers curveball, grounded foul past Hank Murray. The count remains 3-2, 2 outs. What are we going with here, Clark? Curveball, fastball,
fastball
fastball.
outside.
I was going to say curveball. Nope, fastball in front and foul. All right. Clark, since you made the call correct, you can go again. I was wrong. We going back to the fastball again?
I think so. I'm not afraid.
We got first base
This
open.
batter.
Yeah, full count. I think he throws the curve.
He throws the curve, tries to drop that in top again.
Yeah.
Hitter calls time. 3-2 count. Back in there. Dodge shakes off. Ever changes the sign. Dodge checks the runner. Big deep breath. Curveball off the fist over the head of Radix. Miller can't contain the ball. That's going to squirt away. I think he was looking to make the throw to third, and that's going to bring in a run with a base hit and an error.
Base hit and an error. Well,
we got 3 more at bats to produce a bunch of runs, but we can't afford to give up any more.
This is true.
we have more errors than hits. That's not where you want to be.
No, that's not the sweet spot.
Unless you've got 20 hits.
Yeah.
Then that can be a fun,
I don't think
21 errors wouldn't be great,
errors,
but if you had 20 hits, wouldn't you take it?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that. Just like I couldn't answer what happened with Dara. Dan, you might need to go deep into your friend chat.
Can we do some Claude code into our?
That's a ground ball to shortstop. Kenjo Vogt scoops it up, can't contain it. Safe at first, throw home, wide of Ever.
Oh boy!
And the ball is starting to fly around the infield, not in a good way. That's going to bring another run in, and make it 14-4.
I mean, at least the big house is keeping it classy and shutting down the running game after being up 8.
Well, the thing is, I gotta say, I don't feel like Casa Grande pitching has been dominant.
No.
Like from behind here in the perch.
Yeah.
This is stuff that you kind of want to feast on. You should be drooling at the mouth when you come to the plate.
First pitch is called strike to number 19 guard.
How do you feel about Aiden Dodge having an earring glimmering towards the batter?
The Aiden Dodge earring? I mean, I'm a homer. I'm okay with it. That was a ground ball foul off the left side for strike 2.
2 strikes. He's way ahead. I think we give him a curveball in the dirt or something.
Curveball in the dirt? You're not going to drop it in the top again?
Yeah, or give him some high cheese. Something he can't freaking get his bat on.
Dodge delivers. Curveball in the dirt. Nice call, Dan Murray. Ever picks it up, tags the guy out for out number 3. And that's going to bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning. We have Sasso, Bennett, and Vogt coming up, and it's 14-4. Now we need to go back into the 4th inning. Yes, Phil?
May have contributed to the fans thinking that I inadvertently gave a run before the play happened.
Okay.
Rather than fixing it, when Dara scored, I just left it.
Oh, fair enough. Uh-oh. What happened? We got car wounds? Oh, no. The one into... Where are you parked? In the pool parking lot? Is that the pool parking lot?
Yeah, I don't know where.
That happened to Bill Graham. Has Audi in the pool parking lot. Got windshield shattered.
No, I think it's over here. Wait. I'm going to go look.
All right,
I'll be
we'll see you in a minute. I'm going to go back into the 4th inning, though, and see here how many runs we have. Phil just let us know that he put an extra run up there for a minute, and that might have been some of the confusion. But we started off with a fly out by Henry Bennett, and then we had a hit by pitch, and then we had a walk. So we had 2 runners on. Then we had an air ball in play, and that gave us bases loaded with 1 out. Then we had a single and scored 1 run. Then we had a fielder's choice. We scored another run. So we have still bases loaded at this point. And the score is 11-3. And then Sean Miller doubled. Her scores are third, Anthony Mercer in the second. Oh, that might be wrong. Sean Miller doubles on 5 balls. Anthony Murphy out, advancing to home. Dara scored. Did Anthony get thrown out at home?
He did.
He did. Yeah. So that's the second out, and that would have been the 5th run when Anthony coming home. That was the 4th run instead, and then it was a ground out to end the inning. So on Sean's double,
So Dara was the 4th run scored.
Dara was the 4th run scored, and Anthony got out going to home. 3 runs. Looks like we have a pinch hitter here for Trey Sasso, which is going to be Keegan Heidenreich batting. And it's 14-4. First pitch was a strike, and that one's a ball, so we got a 1-1 count. So, yeah, I think the confusion was on that double by Sean with bases loaded. Anthony wasn't able to score because the fielder looked like he might catch it, so Anthony had to hold up, and then he had to try to score quickly from second. Wasn't quite able to get in. That's a 2-1 count now to Keegan. Mystery solved. It's been an interesting game, I guess you could say. Pitches ball. We have a new pitcher for the Gauchos, but I just noticed number 16 is pitching. Sanchez. And we have a 3-1 count. Keegan, fly ball, pop fly infield. Second baseman is under it. Center fielder's coming in, calls him off the last second, makes the grab. That almost turned into a collision, but the last second, second baseman ducked and let the center fielder grab that for out number 1. And that brings to the plate Henry Bennett, who's 1 for 2 today. First pitch is low. Ball 1. Uh-oh.
Yeah, new windshield's coming my way.
I'm so sorry, Dan.
Oh,
That's not.
I never park there. I don't know why Hank thinks it's okay to.
Oh, Hank Murray parked
Hank
there.
Murray said, I needed your car because I need to go down to the yard early.
Uh-oh. Pop fly from
Oh,
Henry
the
Bennett
kid. He's
to
going to hear it
first
from me.
base.
Did a ball tag it?
Yeah, broke the windshield.
Hey.
It's parked. It's the black one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm going to check this out, too. And it was the Hank
Right,
Murray that
yeah,
did it.
just
Oh,
directly in back of home plate.
Oh, rough. If he wasn't leaving to slow, he'd be in trouble.
Yeah, he's about it.
He's gonna try to get out of here before
Yeah.
before Dad gets to see him. I'm sorry to hear. There's one unfortunate thing about the baseball field here at TAM is if you park near the batting cage, you're likely to get a ball in the car. Bill Graham got hit, but he was in the pool parking lot. He was in the pool parking lot. Someone hit a foul ball, yanked it foul into the pool parking lot, and he had parked, he thought was in a great spot. Kenjo got hit by a pitch there. He thought he found an amazing spot in the pool parking lot, and someone ripped a ball foul and hit it right in his windshield in the pool parking lot. Are you researching?
Oh, yeah.
How much is Hank gonna have to pay for the windshield? Is that way? I got a good place in the city out near Lowe's, and I guess what is that? China Basin, maybe. That was a fouled off. Speaking of Hank Murray, he's at the plate right now, trying to earn some fouling balls off into the parking lot.
He's got the steely eyes of Dad behind him.
He does.
Doesn't even know it.
I don't think he knows. Curveball's high. I have a good place in the city that we used to put a windshield in. It was like $300.
Yeah,
$300.
it says between $400 and $1,200.
Yeah, don't go to the dealership on
No.
that one.
No.
It's not a non-dealership. repair.
Aftermarket glass.
Toyota 4Runner.
I know a good place in the Canal area in Centerville.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's
good
right. The canal's a
place.
good spot.
Canal's a good
I know the places in the city. That was a ball, 2-1.
There's some good spots.
You want me to yell out to him right now?
Any
about that
glass
windshield?
repair people listening,
Is that the
give
new,
us a hit.
Is
Like,
that
you
the
know.
new? Is that the new? The new sponsor. Is that the new nickname for Hank Murray? Windshield. Too raw. Sorry, Dan. I apologize.
Bird brain.
2-2 count. 2 outs. Murray's to the plate, looking to
Come on, kid, put it in play.
put it in play. Help your cause a little bit here.
Yeah.
We'll take $10 off the cost of the windshield with a base hit. Every base is an extra $10. The runner goes, vote. It's in there, standing up at second base as ball 3 goes in. So we got a runner at second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. It's 3 o'clock. Starting to get kind of late. I got a flight to get to. Let's get this game moving. That was outside corner. Looked like a ball. Called a strike for strikeout. And that's going to take us to the top of the 6th inning. Hawks looking to put a 0 up on the board. In 2 categories. Let's have no errors and no runs. We haven't yet put up.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, we're calling it? Calling the game. Top of the 6th, 14-4. That'll do it, folks. That is a mercy rule. 14-4. The Gauchos got the Hawks today. Good day for baseball. And that'll do it. Is there any closing thoughts?
Uninspiring baseball. I'm going to
Uninspiring
just
baseball.
call it like that is. You cannot have 8 errors and 5 hits. You just can't have even 2 errors
Yeah.
and 5 hits. So
It's 14 runs and 12 hits and 1 error for the Gauchos, and 4 runs, 5 hits, and 8 errors for your hometown Hawks. And let's look and see what the earned run comparison is between these 2 teams. Earned runs for the Hawks, they gave up 8 earned, and Casa Grande gave up 3. 8-3 would have been a better score than 14-4, but unfortunately not what we're looking at today. So that's going to do it for today, and that's going to put us on to spring break. We'll be back in 2 weeks after the game at Oracle, and enjoy the break, enjoy the week, and 2 weeks until we play again. Yeah, because we have spring break next week, so we're back in 2 full week off. Yeah, so like 10 days maybe till Tuesday. Yeah, we play I don't know what the day is. I think we have Archie our next home game.